Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. So a little bit about me. Some of you will know me from the DS2 group. That's one of the groups that I founded. It's a huge group that hosts a lot of XP users. And yes, my primary detector is a DS2. So you might be wondering why I'd be interested in having a look at the XP icon. Well, it would have been really easy for XP to take a detector and just basically copy over a lot of the stuff from the DS2 and limit it. They had the FMF coils there, they had the stem, they had a lot of the tech there. They could have created something which was basically a budget or diet version of it, but they haven't done that. And that's pretty impressive. When you start breaking it down, they've designed an all-new stem for it. They've designed a whole new control unit for it. And the thing that excites me the most is the new coil. The coil, the 28 icon coil, is, or appears to be, an incredible feat of engineering. They've taken an 11-inch coil and they've managed to shave 100 grams off the weight of the existing 11 FMF coil. I'm really intrigued to see how that performs. I think that's going to be a real exciting piece of kit to have a look at, both on the icon and on the DS2. For me as a detectorist, it's all about the weight. I love swinging something that's super light, and the icon is coming in as the lightest metal detector on the market. And sometimes when you think about it, yeah, I love my DS2, but you just want a simple detecting experience. You don't want to have to tinker with all the settings. You don't want to feel like you should be every time. You want to be able to pick something up and go detecting. And I think that's what the icon's all about. And it's a great route for somebody new to metal detecting to get into the XP ecosystem. And there's then the upgradability. You can easily find the path to bring you up to the DS2. I mean, you could swap out the control unit and update to a WS6ST or the full control unit, and bam, you've got a full DS2 there ready to rock and roll. So for me, there was enough intrigue. It was interesting. The fact that it was built from the ground up was exciting. It's something new for the market. So of course I was going to grab one. I made myself a very French coffee and read the manual, and read the manual again, and maybe again. And then I set about doing what all of us Brits have been training for all our lives: queuing and waiting. So what's in the box? Well, we've got the WSA-ST headphones. We've got a bag of goodies, which will include the shaft cap there, stem cap, and charging unit, and possibly the waveguide in there as well, I think. And then we've got the remote itself, a pump for the Icon X, which I really like the design of this. I know there were some concerns about it possibly being or feeling cheap, and it certainly doesn't. It definitely feels like DS2-esque quality. It's very light, but the actual ruggedness of it feels really good. Rubberized edges and rubberized keys, really nice. Then obviously we've got the carbon fiber mid stem there, and the new blue tinted icon shaft, which I really like. Shaft, stem, whatever you want to call it. And other than that, we've got a quick start guide there, and also a declaration of compliance, which we're not going to be that interested in. And finally, hidden away at the bottom, which I'm going to struggle to get out right now.
A few moments later.
I saved you my blushes of getting the coil out, but oh my goodness. And the first thing, if you've used DS1, DS2 and AUX, you know those coils, you know those coil profiles. The first thing you see, look how low profile that coil is. Insanely low profile. So, all that's left to do is get out in the field. well, we might have to wait a little while before we can do just that. But keep an eye on the channel, and as soon as I can get out there and get this machine under testing, I'll start posting up some videos so you can see what the performance is like. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.